Hi students, I think all are doing well. Now I am going to start reproductive systems, the parts, how they are and what is the function of the each part in the system. Now I am going to start male reproductive system, that is in human beings. Now the male reproductive system in the human beings, it consists of many parts. It contains the first, it is a pair of testes. It consists of a pair of testes. Testes are the male reproductive organs which are useful for the production of sperms. Sperms are produced in the testes. Testes are of two, so one pair. Pair of testes. The pair of testes, this is the testes, the pair of testes which are present inside a sac-like structure. This is the sac-like structure that we call scrotum. Scrotum is the sac-like structure which is present below the abdominal cavity in the male organism. Why the testes are located in the scrotum? Because the testes, they does not require high temperature. Normally the body temperature, it is of 37 degrees. Okay, but the testes, it requires than very less temperatures. So the testis is located in the scrotum. In the scrotum, what will happen? It is present below the abdominal cavity. It is away from the light. So the temperature maintained in the scrotum, it is lesser than our body temperature. Then only the testes, they can able to produce the sperms. Got it? Then the sperms are produced inside the testes. And also the testes, they produce male hormone. They produce the male hormone, that is testosterone. Testes, it is having mainly two functions. One is they are used for the production of the sperms. Second one is they are used for the production of the hormone that is called testosterone. Testosterone, it is used for the development of secondary sexual characters in the male. Then comes to the second part, that is epididymis. Many smaller micro channels, tube-like structures, they are present over the surface of the testes. Over the surface of the testes, this red color part, there are many minute channels. These are called epididymis. What we call? Epididymis. Epididymis is the part which is present on the testis, used for the storage of sperms. Sperms are stored in which part of the male reproductive system? That is in the epididymis. From the epididymis, now the sperm cells, they are passed through a muscular channel. The muscular channel that we call vasa deferens. What is the name? Vasa deferens. Vasa deferens is a muscular channel through which the sperms are passed. During the passage time, it is mixed with and it is then taking about many excretions from different glands that we discuss later. Okay. Now, the vasa deferens, now it enters into, now it is connecting with the urinary bladder channel. Urinary bladder channel. It is connecting with the urinary bladder channel. Now it is continue as an urethra. What is this one? Urethra. The vasa deferens continues with the urinary bladder channel and it is termed as urethra. Okay. Then the urethra, it enters into the muscular part, organ that we call penis. From there, now the sperm cells are released out. Got it? These are the parts of male reproductive system. What are the parts? Penis, a pair of testes, and epididymis. These are also one pair. Vasa deferens one pair, and they are coming together, connecting into a one single channel, urethra, and the urethra enters into the penis. From there, the sperm cells are released out. Got it? This is the side view of the male reproductive system. So here we can see only one testis, one epididymis, one vasa deferentia. Got it? Then accessory glands. What are accessory glands? Accessory glands, they secrete some secretions which are useful for the maintaining of the viability of the sperms. Got it? They are used for maintaining the viability of the sperms, but not they are producing the sperm cells. Got it? Now we'll see the accessory glands. What are those? Three types of accessory glands are present in male reproductive system. The first one, seminal vesicle. A pair of seminal vesicles are present in near of each vasa deferens. Look at here. This one. Okay. One is on the left side, another one is on the right side. This we called first gland seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle, they secretes a whitish fluid which is now mixed with the sperms. Now this is used for the nourishment of the sperm cells. They are used to give food material to the sperm cell. So that what will happen? Now the sperm cell will become an living cell, otherwise it may die. Got it? In order to provide nutrients, the seminal vesicle secretions are useful. And then prostate gland. Prostate gland, it is located below the urinary gland. Below the urinary gland, that is a male organism contain prostate gland. Prostate gland, which is used to maintain the fertilization during the fertilization time, and also it is used for to giving the motility to the sperm cells. They are giving motility, that is movement. It is given only with the help of the prostate gland secretions. Got it? Then the third one, Cowper's gland. What is the third one? Cowper's gland, which is located near the urethra. See here. Cowper gland is located near the urethra. They are used for the production of the mucus, which are used for the copulation. Okay. Cowper's gland is used for the production of the mucus, which is used during the copulation process. What is sperm? Sperm is the male gamete. What is sperm? Sperm is the male gamete. It is produced by the testis. Okay. While it is coming out from the male body, then it is mixed with the fluid. The sperm with the fluid, accessory gland fluid, that we call semen. What we call? Semen. Okay. The fluid which contain nutrients through which the sperm cells are nourished. Now we'll see the structure of the sperm. The sperm cell, it consists of three parts. Those are head, body, and tail. The head, it contains nucleus. What does it contain? Nucleus. And the mitochondria, the body, it contains mitochondria which give energy. What does it give? Energy. Powerhouse of the cell is mitochondria, na? So the body which contains mitochondria which supply energy. With that energy, now the tail, it shows movement. With that movement, now the sperm cell, it reaches to the ovum, and where fertilization will takes place.